Hey, good morning, fellow YouTubers. So, I need your help. Please, I need your help. What do I need your help with? Content. So, having ideas, that's easy. But, it's like, there's two ways I get enjoyment out of this. One, making the videos. Two, seeing that it's enjoyed. And so, I want to try to hit on both every time. If I can really enjoy making the video and the content involved, and then it's really enjoyed, bam, that's a perfect scenario. So I want to just go over a few of the things that I've gone into, so that as a reminder, so you can say in the comments, yeah, I do like this and that. Oh, and then a few ideas that I have, so that you can also voice your opinion on that and say, nah, leave that alone, or yeah, I'd be looking forward to that. Okay, so, I kind of started this channel with discussion of other YouTubers. So that could be something that, on a positive tip, if you wanted me to go back into that, I could. But, what I found is so many of you guys out there are really knowledgeable about motovloggers and have your own opinion. But it does create an interesting discussion. Yeah, I do like that guy, but I like this guy more, and why, So one of the main things that I do is voiceovers. So get the footage writing and then talk over it. And I'll most likely continue some of those. But now if you guys really think I need to just bite the bullet and get that microphone in the helmet, and then I can move past that doing voiceovers, I can do that. But I would need a little motivation, a little kick in the pants, so to speak. So if that's something you think that's really important and that would really help my channel progress and be more interesting, let me know. My religious beliefs. So currently I think they probably pop up in about a third of my videos. I really enjoy it. But, if it's too much, let me know. It's not going to go away totally. If you're agnostic or atheist and you still enjoy my videos that aren't really religious based, thank you so much for being around regardless. But then I'd like to ask you to maybe try to check out some of that stuff, because I'm just coming from a place of appreciation, and I think the main message when I talk about the religious stuff is giving thanks, giving praise, being compassionate to our fellow man, all just good stuff. And it doesn't have to be looked upon as religious belief so much as like, just trying to be compassionate and good. And then that goes into like, positive messages that I try to give. But some people might think I'm going too much into giving reminders for positivity. Like I just posted What is Good, and it's about what's good out of the COVID-19. But that's something everyone can think up on their own. I'm sure everyone is thinking up on their own. So maybe it's redundant and not really necessary and not enjoyed. So let me know. Off-topic stuff. I've made I think at least three, maybe 4 videos regarding COVID-19. But I mean, I think everyone kind of brought that up in some videos because it's just such a huge issue. But I've also meandered into, organized religion, the paranormal activity in this house when I moved in. I've discussed society crumbling, my Australian Shepherd. I think that's the subject of at least 2, possibly 3 videos. So, I go into these other areas. Let me know out of those ones I mentioned, which ones are okay. I mean, if are any of those that you strongly dislike or strongly like. Chuck Gines, obviously I've said it once before. I'm probably going to just leave him alone. But then I did make that one last video. I could go back and kind of, as I said, revisit other YouTubers. The oldest video I have is on gear, so I could try to make another video on gear. But I'd like you guys to, I haven't seen that, it's only got 100 and something views. it tries to talk about having three issues: having the cruiser style of dress, having some safety, and then also being able to get away with those two things in summertime, really warm weather. So I think it's an interesting topic. Motorcycle stories. So I still have a lot of stories I haven't told, and I could. I'm no Itchy Mochi. He's a great storyteller. But, I am half Irish. My dad was a good storyteller. I enjoy that. Let me know if, like, I have that one video, motorcycle trip or motorcycle vacation that went south. And it's not about going south. It's about it went south. But it doesn't have that many views. But I enjoyed making that one. I have a bunch of other stories I could tell, like the 3 accidents I've had, the time as a 17-year-old driving at like 1 o'clock in the morning on a weeknight on Sunset Boulevard, and this white van tries to drive me off the road. Several times kept chasing me down and trying to force me off the road into the shoulder. I was thinking about going backpacking either this weekend or next and posting a video from that, because a lot of us motorcycles seem to be into that bushcraft, and I got a lot of skills. I've been backpacking my whole life, camping, hunting, grew up hunting, so I've had a lot of exposure in the outdoors, and I used to go out for 4 or 5 days up in the High Sierras, Mammoth area alone, and totally be okay. After a while, you start to like run after people you see on the trail to talk. Literally chase people down. We are so social. We need that stuff so bad. But I enjoy time alone. And so I have no problem being alone, but you just notice after 3 or 4 days, totally being alone, and someone comes by and you're like, please, can I offer you a cup of coffee? Sit down. Tell me, where are you from? So that would be fun. But it's not motorcycle related at all. So I won't be offended if you guys say, hey, Sheldon Brown, keep it to the motorcycle stuff. Because, like I said, that Australian Shepherd videos have nothing to do with motorcycling. So let me know, really stick to motorcycle stuff, or some of these topics that you go off tangents are okay. Like I did make that one video boondocking for Labor Day weekend. And I think it's a great, short, little, interesting video. And you can actually find the exact location I used. And finding good locations like that are really, really hard. And one of the best motorcycle areas I've ever driven to is Big Sur. And if you watch this boondocking video, boondocking for Labor Day, you can find that exact spot I used. And you're just a stone's throw away from Big Sur. So you go up there, got this great camping spot for free. And then in the morning, I just left most of my stuff there, valuable stuff. I threw back in my saddlebags, obviously. But I left my tent, my sleeping bag, my bed, sleeping mat, some of the fire making type stuff. And, and just would leave in the morning, go for 2 or 3 hours up to Big Sur, come back, and then go into the town of Cambria. It's real close to Cambria. Go hang out in Cambria. Come back for the campfire and do it again in the morning. So that video is like the first video I ever made. I made it, I think, like 6 months before I even started the channel. So it's the first video I ever made, and I enjoyed making it, and I thought I did an okay job, and that's where I got the confidence to even, because then after I made that, I met Scooter Tramp Scotty, and I gave him so much respect over his content and the way he was just so genuine and honest with his delivery. And I don't need all the big intros and the fanfare, whatever people do. And so he kind of said several times to me, you should do it. You can do it, make your own. So those two things, making that and then Scooter Tramp Scotty, you know, I held his camera and videoed him for a couple videos, and was able to hang out with him for a while. And so I appreciated that. You know, it's no big deal. You can do it type of thing. Philosophy, talking about Scooter Tramp Scotty, I made this one video called Life is Fleeting, Get a Motorcycle. And I made it 9 months ago, and it only has 95 views. So I didn't really make any more that just solely focus on philosophy. But I quote some of Scooter Tramp Scotty's philosophies in there that I've seen in some of his channels. I like philosophy because I like trying to pursue truth, beauty, the human condition, pure good, you know, pure evil. I mean, these things, I like thinking about big things, and you know, those thoughts though just sit in your head. It's kind of useless. And most people don't really want to engage in discussions on really deep subjects. And I grew up reading books, Kierkegaard and Nietzsche, and you know, one of my favorite books I've read 5 times is Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance. So I enjoy those things, but you know, I would need to hear from you guys that you think you would enjoy it too. So maybe check out that video if you get a chance, and let me know if you want more of that stuff, because I can talk about that stuff all day long, but it's got to be interesting for you guys. Oh man, I'm really looking forward to eventually making some traveling videos, but also one that would be a little bit time intensive, but would be very, very fun and rewarding at the same time, would be for me to make a compilation of photos, you know, set to music, just starting at 16 with my first motorcycle, and then the second, third, you know, and going. You're not going to see all motorcycles, because at one time I had 3 GPZs, you know, and you'd only see photos of one of them, because only one was good looking, you know, and one was strictly bought for parts, and it was just disgusting in appearance. So that's going to be fun, because you're going to see me turning from a little punk slowly into an old man. So anyways, you guys, thank you so much. I've enjoyed this journey so much, but it's a journey that we're taking together. And so I need to know where to go in the future. I've gone all over the place. So I need a little bit of help from you guys to hone my direction a little bit. Okay, I appreciate it. I'm really looking forward to some feedback, you guys. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Hope everyone's taking good care of themselves and their family, keeping a good attitude. Dynatherapy. This guy's having a live video this morning, and he's a brand new, interesting guy that I found that's just really, really good. So I'd recommend him. I'm not sure if it's 7 or 8, but Dynatherapy. Anyways, you guys, have a good one. Give me some feedback. Thank you.